Hello and welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. 40 years ago, a 19-year-old figure skater became an icon overnight when she won gold at the 1976 Winter Olympics. Known for her signature bob hairstyle and fierce determination, Dorothy Hamill was on top of the world. But in 2007, she faced her biggest challenge, breast cancer. Now she's teamed up with Biotheranostic Inc. to help other women get the information they need to survive. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about breast cancer. Tell me about when you had the diagnosis.
So when I had the diagnosis back in 2007, it's a devastating diagnosis,
Sure.
and one thinks it's a death sentence. And the great news is it's not anymore.
Right.
And most often not if you get it early enough.
Right.
My breast cancer was hormone receptor positive,
right,
which is the most common kind of breast cancer.
Right.
And so after my surgery and radiation, I was put on the anti-estrogen medicines. Tamoxifen. I was on some of the other ones first and ended up on tamoxifen because I just really couldn't tolerate them.
Right.
And in those days, they said, 5 years, you'll be on them. So last June, when I went in for my checkup, my doctor told me they recommend another 5 years,
well, yeah,
which was disappointing.
Yeah.
And so I did some research, and I discovered that there's a company that does a test for survivors like me to determine whether my risk is more likely if it benefits me to stay on the anti-estrogen.
All right. Let me swing it around because I want to clear a couple of things. And you being somebody who has gone and survived breast cancer, I think it's important. When you were diagnosed with breast cancer, was this an incidental finding, or did they find this in a routine mammogram?
It was in a routine mammogram, but I'd had some cysts before that were biopsied, and it ended up being negative.
Because again, as of late, you see all the controversy, or at least the when should a woman get a mammogram, and we're still sort of debating, although they're still talking that 50 should be with no previous risk factors, like family history of breast cancer, that 50 should be the initial phase when women get their first mammogram. I personally think it should be earlier, but and the reason that I wanted to see how you were diagnosed, because it was through a routine mammogram that they found it, and that's important for women to understand.
And I was lucky that I had routine mammograms. Often women don't. Right.
They forget about it, and I think that continues to be an important message when we tackle breast cancer. Early screening is key because it leads to cure.
Yes.
Now, the estrogen receptor positive type of tumors, estrogen is the female hormone, right, that you make in your ovaries. It is one of the most common types of cancer, and after you get the treatment, surgery or radiation, they want to minimize the estrogen effects in your body, so they keep the estrogen low by tamoxifen.
Right.
So 5 years was the standard. Now they've gone to 10. The more the better. I think that might change also. But you didn't want to. You didn't want to take tamoxifen because it does have side effects.
It has the risks. The safety factors, because cardiac problems, and other kinds of cancer.
Right.
And the drugs, the meds for me, the fatigue and the aches and the joints and and the hot flashes, I just couldn't wait to get off of them.
Because women need estrogen, and when you eliminate it, and you're a young woman,
and the quality of life.
Yeah. So you found. So you said, I don't want to take another 5 years of this tamoxifen.
Yeah, what are my
doctor,
risks?
come on.
Are they benefiting?
Right.
Are they benefiting me?
Then you found this company, right?
Yes.
This is that company that I mentioned, Biotheranostic Inc.
Right.
And what did they put on the table for you?
The test determines whether one should stay on the meds, would continue working, or the risk is lower. So in my case, the great thing is there's a website that's Be Wiser about breastcancer.org, and you can go and women can educate themselves with their doctor to see if this test perhaps will determine whether people should stay on the meds or not.
And is this test FDA approved?
Yes.
Okay.
And one doesn't have to do anything. They take the tissue that's already been removed, so it's for patients that are 5 years out.
So they take the tissue that was the original part of the whether
surgery,
you had lumpectomy or
tumor.
mastectomy. Okay.
Yes, and then and this is apparently I did enough research that this is the way medicine is going.
Right.
Which is fantastic.
Well, yeah, you had the testing at this company, and you were told, no, you don't need to take another 5 years?
Well, I discussed it with my doctor.
Right.
And the benefits weighed, balanced
right,
with
the risk-benefit ratio was discussed.
Exactly. And so we both decided that I would go off of the tamoxifen.
Okay.
And I'm feeling better all the time. And so, I'm very lucky that so far so good.
And then you got involved with the company to be a spokesperson and to bring awareness to this.
Awareness, and women can educate. My results were that it's, the risk-benefit weight is
did you feel,
better for me.
Did you feel that your doctor, and again, nothing about your doctor, but I deal with women's health issues in a different side of the body, but but do you think enough doctors know about this test?
I'm not sure they do. The test is very new. It's about 2 years old, and I was lucky to have been
you found
told
out about
and approached that this is possible. So I was naturally, thrilled to see if it would be something that would be worth it. And so I don't know how many doctors know about it or advocate, but
and
that's why
women. When you brought it to your doctor, he kind of helped you navigate through. Yes, this is a legitimate test. Let's try it out. And he kind of learned about it also as he was going along with it.
And I think a lot of doctors are learning about it.
Where can people get more info?
They can go to the website, which is bewiseraboutbreastcancer.org.
Okay.
And
they can get
all the information, and every time they go to the website, we'll donate $1 to breast cancer.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, and great to see you. You look beautiful and healthy.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you soon. And if you have any health topics you want to talk about, email them here at Fox at drmanny@foxnews.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.